Have you ever had this problem? Someone asks you a simple question in English, and you know the answer, you know the vocabulary, you understand the question. But when you try to speak, nothing comes out. You start searching for words. You build the sentence in your head. You check the grammar, and then you translate everything before you finally speak. By the time you're ready to answer, the conversation feels too fast. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Millions of English learners experience the same problem. And here's the good news. You do not need to know thousands of new words to start speaking English more naturally. You need to train your brain to connect English directly to meaning. Today, you're going to learn how to do exactly that. Let's imagine a simple situation. You're sitting in a coffee shop. A person asks, "Would you like some coffee?" You immediately understand the situation. You don't need to analyze every word. You see the coffee, you understand the question, and you simply answer, "Yes, please." That is what we want your brain to do with English. Instead of stopping to analyze every sentence, you want to recognize the meaning and respond naturally. So how can you train your brain? The first step is simple. Stop learning English one word at a time. Instead, learn complete phrases, for example. Don't only memorize the word tired. Learn, "I'm tired. I'm really tired today. I'm too tired to go out." Don't only learn the word busy. Learn, "I'm busy right now. I've been really busy. Are you busy today?" Why does this work? Because real conversations are built from phrases. When you learn useful phrases repeatedly, your brain starts recognizing them automatically. You don't need to build the sentence from zero every time. You simply remember the pattern and use it. Here are some useful phrases you can start practicing today. I don't know. I'm not sure. Give me a minute. Let me think. That sounds good. I understand. I don't understand. Can you say that again? I'll call you later. I'm looking for something. These are simple sentences, but they are extremely useful. The more you use them, the more automatic they become. Now, let's try another technique. It is one of the easiest ways to start thinking in English. Describe what you're doing. You don't need a classroom. You don't need a textbook. You can practice while living your normal life. Imagine you wake up in the morning, look around your room, and start speaking. "I'm awake. It's morning. I'm still tired. I need to get up. My phone is on the table. I need to take a shower. I'm getting ready." That's it. You are training your brain to connect your real life with English. Now imagine you're making breakfast. Say, "I'm making breakfast. I need some water. The coffee is hot. I'm hungry. I'm going to eat now." Again, these sentences are very simple, but simple English is exactly what you need at the beginning. Many learners make the mistake of trying to think in advanced English too soon. They want to create long, perfect sentences. But speaking is not a writing test. You don't need complicated vocabulary to communicate. You need speed, confidence, and practice. So start small, one sentence at a time. Now let's try something more challenging. Ask yourself questions. Throughout the day, ask yourself simple questions in English. What am I doing? What do I need? Where am I going? What should I eat? What did I do yesterday? What will I do tomorrow? Then answer those questions. For example, what am I doing? I'm working. What do I need? I need a break. Where am I going? I'm going to the supermarket. What will I do tomorrow? I'll study English and go to work. This exercise is powerful because you are forcing your brain to produce English. You are not simply reading English. You are not only listening to English, you are producing English, and that is an important difference. Now there's another problem that stops many people from speaking. They forget a word. Imagine you're talking to someone, you want to explain something, but suddenly you forget one important word. What should you do? Don't stop. Don't panic. And don't immediately give up. Try to explain the idea using the words you already know. For example, maybe you forget the word umbrella. Instead of stopping completely, you can say, I need something for the rain. The sentence may not be perfect, but your communication continues. And that's what matters. Fluent speakers don't know every word in the language. They know how to keep communicating. This is a skill you can develop. So remember, don't focus on knowing every word. Focus on communicating your idea. Now, let's talk about mistakes. Many learners are afraid of making mistakes. They think, what if my grammar is wrong? What if my pronunciation is bad? What if people don't understand me? But here's the truth. You cannot become a better speaker without making mistakes. Think about a child learning to walk. A child falls many times, but the child doesn't say, I'm terrible at walking. The child simply tries again and again and again. That's how language learning works too. You speak, you make a mistake, you notice it, you correct it, then you try again. Every mistake is part of the process, so don't wait until your English is perfect. Start speaking now. Even if your sentences are simple, even if you make mistakes, even if you need to pause, you are training your brain every time you speak. Now, let's create a simple 15-minute English routine. You can do this every day. For the first 5 minutes, describe what you see. Look around you and make simple sentences. The window is open. My phone is on the desk. It's raining outside. I'm sitting in my room. For the next 5 minutes, talk about your day. Say, today I woke up early. I had breakfast. I went to work. I talked to my friend. I'm tired now. And for the final 5 minutes, ask yourself questions. What did I do today? What was the best part of my day? What do I need to do tomorrow? What am I going to eat? What do I want to learn? Answer every question in English. That's only 15 minutes, but if you do it every day, something will gradually change. At first you may translate. That's okay. Then you'll start translating less. You will recognize more phrases automatically. Your answers will become faster. You will pause less, and eventually you may catch yourself thinking in English without deliberately trying. That's the moment you're looking for. Not perfect English, not complicated English. Automatic English. So, if you want to speak English without translating, remember these 5 rules. Number 1, learn phrases, not just individual words. Number 2, describe your everyday life in English. Number 3, ask yourself questions and answer them in English. Number 4, when you forget a word, explain the idea instead of stopping. And number 5, don't be afraid of mistakes. Keep speaking. Your brain needs repetition. It needs exposure. And most importantly, it needs practice. You don't have to become fluent overnight. You just need to practice a little every day. One sentence, one phrase, one conversation, one thought at a time. And slowly English will become less something you translate and more something you simply understand. So start today. Look around you. Choose 3 things you can see and describe them in English. Don't worry about being perfect. Don't translate every word. Just speak. Because the fastest way to become a better English speaker is to start thinking and speaking in English every single day. If you enjoyed this lesson, subscribe for more practical English lessons, speaking practice, vocabulary, listening, grammar, and everyday English. And remember, don't translate everything. Understand, think, speak.